Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video, and oh my gosh, I have an action-packed one for you boys. My day is going great, by the way. I don't want to miss that. And that is right, guys. Dafran is going to be joining Overwatch League Atlanta. At least that is what Atlanta and Dafran want, but it is not 100% going to happen yet because Blizzard has requested to do a review of Dafran, and they have to accept the signing. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to talk more about it in the beginning of this video, but first let me go over all the trades and signings we will be talking about in this video for the guys who don't want to watch the whole thing. Dante was announced yesterday to be joining the Houston Outlaws in a trade for Smurf over to Shock. Elk of Philadelphia Fusion University has been upgraded to the main Overwatch League roster. Chris from Meta Gaming's teams in Korea Contenders is joining Florida Mayhem alongside his former teammate Saya player, and as well as that, Pakpo, former Element Mystic player, is now officially signed to the Atlanta Overwatch League team. And then there's 3 more players that have been announced by Benchmob that will be signing with Pakpo over to Atlanta. We have Dako from Element Mystic, Erster from Lucky Future Zenith, and Kodak from Six Snakes. So we have a lot to talk about, guys. If you're new around here, click that subscription box if you want to stay updated on all Overwatch League leaks and news. Let me know what you guys think about that intro. I felt it was kind of necessary. Anyways, let's hop into it. So starting off with Dafran, guys, that is right. Atlanta wants to sign him and he wants to join Atlanta. They're trying to make it happen. Just the only thing right now is that Blizzard is pretty much investigating Dafran and making sure that he is suitable to join the Overwatch League and that they want to okay it. Of course, they're going to be a little bit wary about this because they did have a situation with XQC last year where they had a really big streamer come into the league. And let's be honest, XQC did cause some chaos and they just want to make sure that they keep that to a minimum going into Season 2. It's kind of understandable knowing Dafran's reputation as a thrower, somebody who's toxic and ranked. He's been banned from the game multiple times, and when he was a professional, he had some mental issues, attitude issues, stuff like that. So overall, I can see the point of view where Blizzard wants to review Dafran and make sure he's okay to join the league. Now, that being said, Blizzard investigating Dafran is still a little weird, and if they do decide for some reason that he's not fit for the league, I think there is going to be absolute chaos amongst the community. Because sure, maybe Dafran has made some mistakes in the past, he's thrown some professional games, you know, he's done some dumb things, but it's definitely not at the point to where you wouldn't give him a second chance. Especially considering how much the community would want to see him play. I know I would. I've pretty much advocated it the entire season that I want Dafran to try Overwatch League at least one more time before he ends his playing career because he's just so damn good. And when I played against him and watched him play over a year and a half ago, he was literally the greatest player I ever seen in my life. And real quick before we do move on, I just want to say, yeah, I did speculate that he would be joining a contenders team and that most Overwatch League teams probably wouldn't give him a chance. But as I said, that was speculation, guys. I don't want you to all think, oh, that was coming from my sources, because it wasn't. I tried to make it clear in my video and in my tweet that that part was speculation. But in this certain case, it does make sense because the head coach of Atlanta is Brad/Seffi, who was the owner of Selfless Gaming, so he definitely knows Dafran. And honestly, nobody in the league would know him better than his own owner. Dafran did reach out to multiple contenders teams, and he told them that he did want to play for their team. I guess that eventually led him up to talking to Seffi, and now this is where we're at. Atlanta and Dafran are awaiting review from Blizzard to see if he can join them for Overwatch League Season 2. Super exciting, guys. And of course, guys, it's time to talk about Dante and the Houston Outlaws. I'm so happy it's finally happened. And just to say real quick, guys, I will be giving away 3 Houston Outlaws jerseys. I tweeted it out on September 4th that if the Outlaws sign Mistakes, Dante, Davin, or Logix in this offseason, I will give away 3 of their jerseys to 3 people that liked and retweeted this tweet and followed my Twitter. And well, you know what? Screw it, guys. I'm feeling a little excited and happy about this trade. I'm going to be giving away 5 Houston Outlaws jerseys. That's right, guys. That's a lot of jerseys coming straight out my bank. I'm not even running the ads lately. Screw it. I'm giving away 5 Overwatch League Houston Outlaws jerseys. If you guys want to enter, it's super easy. Just click the Gleam link down below in the description. Click follow my Twitter, follow my YouTube channel, and you are in. That simple, boys. All right, sorry, I might be rambling on a little bit, repeating myself. I know you guys don't like that sometimes. I'm just super excited and I want to get all my thoughts out. I want to do this giveaway. But I did previously report like 2 weeks ago that Smurf would be moved up to the Houston Outlaws Outlaws roster and that it was potentially for trade bait. And then last week, I did confirm again that they were looking to trade Smurf over to San Francisco Shock and that it was for Dante. It just wasn't pen to paper, so I didn't feel comfortable reporting it completely. And then as you guys do know, about 3 days ago, I did report that some players on the San Francisco Shock were unhappy with the management and they wanted to potentially leave. And then as soon as that video went out, XQC on his stream did leak that Dante and Smurf trade would 100% be happening. And well, he was right. It's happening, guys. It's super exciting. And I just want to say the Outlaws for season 1, they were a pretty good team. Just the fact that they didn't have a strong tracer throughout stages 2 and 3 really hurt them. And if they had somebody like Dante who could have stood up to players like Striker, Prophet, SBB, and all the other great traces in the league, they honestly could have won maybe 2 to 3 more games, and that would have elevated them into the overall playoffs. And knowing that they finally went out and got a tracer and that it's Dante, one of the players that I advocated for, just feels like a huge weight got lifted off my shoulder, and it feels good to be an Outlaws fan again, guys. I'm so excited for season 2. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about this pickup. And of course, I can't forget about the Shock part of this trade. They did pick up Smurf, who is a main tank player, and he is Korean. And there's probably some of you guys who are thinking, oh, a trade Dante for Smurf? I don't know if that was the best trade for Shock. Clearly, Dante's a great player, but you also have to look at it this way. San Francisco Shock, they have so many talented DPS players, especially if Rascal moving up. They honestly don't need Dante. And it has nothing to do with how talented Dante is. It's just like they have so many talented DPSs. And something they did lack in is extra main tanks. They only had Super moving into season 2 so far, and there's no harm in picking up another one, especially when he's a Korean. And now you have like a good split amongst roles where you have Korean DPS, Korean tanks, but then also Western DPS and Western tanks. And honestly, I think Shock's roster is looking pretty damn good for season 2. With 8 teams making the playoffs, I do think they will be a contender. At least from looking at their roster right now and not knowing some other things about the expansion teams, I do predict that. And real quick, for some of you guys who don't know who Smurf is, he recently just played for GGEA in Contenders North American scene, where he did get 4th and 3rd place in the first season. The second season they didn't do that great, and prior to Contenders he played for Ardiant when they were competing in the Pacific division. They were the best team in that entire region. They completely dominated everyone, so he's super experienced. He's won LAN events, and he'll definitely be a huge pickup for the San Francisco Shock. I think this is a good trade for both teams. Anyways, that's enough for Dante and Smurf. Let's go ahead and talk about all the other roster pickups and changes that I've leaked through the past couple days that I haven't been able to cover on my channel yet. And don't worry guys, I'm going to try to fly through these. He actually previously played in Philadelphia Fusion's academy team, Fusion University. And I think there's a general consensus throughout the entire community that Elk is not to be messed with. He definitely deserves this spot. Not only did he win the very first season of North American Contenders, but he also won the second, back-to-back, as the in-game leader, main support shot caller. Now, if that's not an insane feat, I don't know what is. He also played on a bilingual team, pretty much half Korean and half Western. So it really does seem like he will suit Philadelphia Fusion's main roster very well because it is half English and half Korean. And the big question is, well, is Elk better than Neptuno? And personally, I would say no at this very second. Maybe it's close, but the fact that Neptuno went all the way to the grand finals of Overwatch League and looked like an all-star throughout most of the season would definitely give him the edge here, even though Elk did dominate Contenders. It would even potentially be interesting seeing these two play together because they're both really flexible as well. Anyways, that's enough for Elk. Let's go ahead and move on now and take a look at the leaks from my stream last night, starting off with Chris, formerly of Meta Gaming Teams. A player that actually competed with Meta Athena Gaming throughout his entire career, from Season 1 of Apex all the way to Season 4 of Apex, going into Korea Contenders, and that is going to be Chris. KRIS is the new Korean support player for the Florida Mayhem. And he's joining his ex-teammate, Sayaplayer. So that's pretty cool. He gets to reunite with Sayaplayer. They competed together on Meta Athena. They had a really good run in Season 2 of Apex. Almost had a railroad, almost, but they didn't achieve it. They did lose eventually to Lunatic High in a 5th game. That was insane. It was the semifinals, and then we all know Lunatic High, they went on to beat Runaway in the finals of Season 2. Now, as well as that, I did leak that Pokpo from Element Mystic would be joining the Atlanta roster on my stream. I won't play that clip because I'm going to tie it in with this other leak that came out from Benchmob, where he did confirm that 3 other players would be joining the Atlanta team. So let's go ahead and go over those. This is what Benchmob tweeted on Twitter. In addition to the previously reported Pokpo, which I dropped, I'm told that yet-to-be-named Atlanta Overwatch League franchise is in talks to sign Dako, also from Element Mystic, Erster from Lucky Future Zenith, and Kodak from Snakes. And I can 100% confirm that he is right about these. My sources have told me all 4 of these players will be joining the Atlanta roster. And this video, guys, has gone on way too long. I know I rambled a little bit, but you know, you guys in the comments have been telling me you want to hear my thoughts a little bit more. You want it to be a little bit longer. So maybe I can find an in-between with this video. Let me know down below in the comments how you enjoyed it. Be sure to join in on that giveaway, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And lastly, I am live on Twitch right now, guys. If you do want to come watch me, want to talk about all these trades, any of the drama lately, come to my Twitch channel. Link will be down below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.